This meeting is being live streamed. And then supposedly they say, or somebody said yesterday, or the other day, Kathleen said, "Oh, you can take the link from there, and you can put it on Facebook." I don't know how. So I was like, okay.
What?
Uh,
Oh, I don't know. I don't ever do that. Okay.
oh yes, I can.
Okay, cool.
Okay, one sec. All right, hello everyone. We're gonna get started in just a second. It's not as professional as normal, but you know what? It'll be fine. I don't know. We'll see. We're just playing with it and seeing if it works. If it doesn't, um, yeah, exactly. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but how do I? Oh, here it is. Okay, hopefully that works because it's like I think so, but I'm not sure. It's like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, one second. If the if this works, then okay. So we're gonna try it. Okay. So I think we're good for now. That's okay. So I'm going to just close this, hopefully, and then we're still. Are you still there? Yes. Okay. So we are streaming live on YouTube, and I've shared the link on Facebook, so hopefully it works. Well, yeah, whatever. We gotta try new stuff sometimes, right? Let's record. Okay. Anyways, the Zoom live is working. Awesome. Thank you, Bianca. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awakened Happiness Now Global Series. I decided to do something different today. So I am streaming live on Facebook on YouTube, and I shared the link on Facebook on my main personal profile and in my group, the Laura Canfield Show. So hopefully you'll find me there, you'll see me there, etc. But I thought I would try doing the live stream on YouTube today. Because it's like, why not? I like to make things interesting and move things around, and it's fun. So today, my good friend Laura Hosford is back with us, and we are going to be talking about blooming your Magdalene diamond womb powers of love and creation. What does that mean? Right? So, part of what we're going to talk about today on the call is the birthing of your celestial womb, holy grail powers of Christ consciousness, and dissolving of the inverted mother matrix. We're going to be talking about the emerging heart womb coherence field of divine love and opening the portal of cosmic conscious creation with divine mother to birth your new heaven on earth reality. We're going to talk about how self-love sets you free, opening the stargate of your womb and gateway to activating your infinite wellspring of love and becoming your own source of self-love. No more looking for it outside of yourself. And we're also going to be talking about how to take or fully healing ourselves and taking responsibility for our emotions and unhealed feminine wounds, how they prepare us for inner sacred union and marriage. And there's also going to be, we're going to experience a powerful heart womb healing meditation with Mother Mary to align with your infinite wellspring of divine love and powers of creation. So all that and more. So I'm so excited, and Laura has been on our show many times. We love having her here. The activations or meditations that she does are always so powerful. And so she is, for those of you who don't know Laura, she is a sacred oracle and goddess of light emissary for the divine feminine Christ consciousness. She uses her spiritual gifts of channeling celestial beings of light, ascended masters, including Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. She is a womb priestess and ceremonial frequency rebirther, a shamanic ordained minister, a master Akashic Records teacher, a light language channel, an intuitive energy healer, and retreat leader. So I'm so glad that Laura is back with us and sharing her gifts, her wisdom, her energies. Today on the show, like again, we are talking about blooming your Magdalene diamond womb powers of love and creation. So please join me in welcoming Laura to the show. Laura, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you, Laura. It's good to be with you all today. I'm connecting with you all here from beautiful Sedona, Arizona. And so I'm setting an intention to just enfold each of you on this call today and those who listen to the replay, the flow of divine love of the feminine and streaming in from beautiful Sedona, which is a very sacred place, as you all know, of divine feminine energy here. And so I feel super grateful and blessed to be here with you all and have an opportunity to perhaps share some wisdom, some truth to support you in your ascension journey. Always my highest goal, and in any way that I can. So thank you, Alara. It's always fun to be here with your community.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. And I love that you're in Sedona. The energy of Sedona is so powerful. I was lucky enough to go once and I just absolutely loved it. Just loved it. So I would love to go back. You know,
Well, please come back, and you're welcome to stay here. And please come back, or anyone is welcome. And I would love to be your guide here. So I'm still learning. I've been coming to Sedona for many years. I never knew that I might end up living here, but I don't know exactly how long I'll be here. However, I just know that it feels, it's every day feeling more like home for me, living here in this beautiful place, the high desert, and the connection with the divine mother energies, the cosmic
mhm.
energies that exist here, as well as the earth mother energies that exist here. And of course, over at Cathedral Rock is my favorite because that's where the energy of the divine feminine of Mother Mary.
Oh,
uh,
beautiful.
yeah, and some people may not know that are there anchored into to the Cathedral Rock area. So it's really just such a gift and a blessing to be able to be here during this powerful time as well. So,
You know, I'm gonna have to message you afterwards to let you know of somebody else who recently has moved back to Sedona. Okay? I'm not sure if you know,
okay.
but I'll message you afterwards. Okay?
Okay, great. Love that.
Good.
Love to make new connections, and we certainly are doing that here in Sedona and Open. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Absolutely. Good. And so let's talk about today what we're talking about blooming your Magdalene diamond womb powers of love and creation. So let's talk about that and specifically about birthing of our celestial womb, holy grail powers of Christ consciousness and dissolving of the inverted mother matrix. What does that mean?
yeah. I know it's very interesting. Since I've been here in Sedona, I knew that I would be getting, new downloads of information from Cosmic Mother and from Earth Mother to begin to really understand, um, more about this sort of next phase of creation that we're moving into, actually, and beginning to let it unfold. So it's starting and continuing to unfold, and I don't really completely understand it yet, but I'm super, super excited to share with you today some of the details that I most recently received around this whole new theme. And the theme of you know, for many years now, we've heard a lot about the coherence field between the brain and the heart, right? And how powerful, that field is and exists within us. And now what I've has been being shared with me is we sort of have this new coherence field that's now kind of beginning in the beginning stages of coming online. And this new coherence field that's being birthed within us is between the high heart and our womb center. And so these two beautiful centers that are now coming online, if you will, are going to catapult us like a into the quantum world of the fifth dimension, actually, as I understand it. And so the activation of the Christ consciousness is actually showing up, Alara, in kind of a new way. It's bringing forth a new understanding within me that I didn't have, because I think that maybe a lot of us have come from trying to understand the Christ consciousness energy maybe through the field of a religion that we were part of, or there's lots of beautiful books and teachings out there, but now I'm getting this whole new sort of understanding of what it means to carry the lineage, the bloodline of the Christ that we do, and to activate this 12-strand DNA of the Christos Sophia, diamond light, frequency light. So the activation of this Christ consciousness is the seed of light within our 12 strand DNA that is being activated within us. And so as this becomes activated within us, this begins to activate our 12 chakra system of light, because we're moving from a 7 chakra to a 12 chakra to support the 12 chakras, the 12 strands of DNA. And so this requires an inner balance of our feminine body and our masculine body, while we are anchored into this new heart womb coherence field that's now beginning to come online. So let me just stop and explain. So from the heart up in the upper chakras is really considered the energy of heaven. It's considered the energy of the masculine, if you will. But the lower three chakras, and including the womb chakra, that we're all kind of beginning to awaken and remember the powers of our womb, is really the energy of the feminine, the lower body. And so for many eons of time, it's been very challenging for us to to live, fully connected in balance to those lower three chakras. And so now we're being asked to, as we connect with the energy of heaven, right? And we're here to connect the energy of heaven and be the bridge and the channel, literally through our body temple, into and connecting into the heart womb core. I call it the heart womb core of Mother Earth, the new Earth. And to bring in, that beautiful divine, light that we are, that pillar of light, down those beautiful 12 chakras, and then anchor them in to, including our womb chakra, which is key now to our manifestation process. So all of this is now being brought online to us now. We're being prepared as women, because we do have the ability to birth life, we naturally carry more energy than men do. Men, of course, still have the ability to birth, but they birth from the Hora line, but they birth from, more through their soul's intention, through a soul purpose. Whereas women, for us, it's much more an energetic type of birthing, and through the physical component, because everything that comes into the earth comes from the world of formlessness, as we know, birthed out of the cosmic womb of Mother Divine, who's continually birthing, new creations. Um, and those energies are moving from the world of the formlessness into the world of form that we see here. So in this new process of understanding in the birthing of the celestial womb grail powers of Christ consciousness, um, as we continue to, um, as I understand it, bringing in this new heart womb coherence field that's coming online now to us is a powerful vector, a vector point is emerging within the 0 point of our hearts and our wombs, is a coherent field of higher light that's now begins to flow through us. So it's almost like the heart and the womb each have, they're each their own chakra, but these two twin chakras begin to work together in a sort of a unified field. And so this begins to support us in the transition into the new earth reality. This is actually what is going to open the gateway for us to move from the fourth dimension to the fifth dimension, which I find extremely fascinating. And this is what was shared with me. And so this will emerge, this new sort of inner bridge of light within your own field. So this heart womb coherence field is the catalyst that you need for your new quantum creations to begin, becoming physical. Okay. And so this requires the activation of our high heart, which many of us have already had that piece, as healers. We've been working on that for years. The activation of the trifold flame resting within the container of our And all of this is gonna, it's like our high heart rest inside the chalice of the holy grail of our womb. And so both are receivers of cosmic love. And that's a really important piece. So a lot of us are already flowing this beautiful heart connection of the activation, the trifold flame. We're already flowing that connection from the womb, the cosmic womb that I call the black light. You could call it the void, or it's out of which all of the cosmos is being birthed. And so as we as we open up, the womb chakra, you know, then that will become the new container, if you will, merging as one sort of unit working together with the high heart. And they sort of become a twin chakra system that begins to bloom and to grow and to then become into this. It actually is going to create a quantum multidimensional field access. This is what it's going to do for us. So it's going to take us completely out of the third dimension, and the world of duality. It's going to move us into the world of the quantum, which is moving into the oneness, but it's also moving us into this multidimensional portals that we've been talking about for a long time. So the other piece to this is your pineal chakra. And as we know, your pineal chakra is your antenna for channeling the cosmic Christ energy, right? It's like where we connect into the flow of our I am. And this antenna draws in your Christ consciousness flow of light particles. It gives us the new visions and the new perceptions that are directly coming from the highest source of heaven, that are coming in. So, like a circuit, it's sort of like a circuit that is bringing new insights, new inspirations to us that we haven't been able to, even beyond our ability to imagine this, Alara. It's just all going to happen as we are continuing to be connected to the new technology of the new quantum world. So, these new divine inspirations, these sort of seeds of manna, I call it, golden particles, coming down from heaven. That's the way I like to think of it. Um, Flowing into you and flowing through your chakras now will begin to activate these impulses of expansion, within your heart, as I understand it. And so you'll begin to feel these sort of inner impulses of feeling divinely inspired to take this action, you know, and to align with these inner impulses. And so this is what really the Christ consciousness is really about, you becoming your avatar creator self. And so, I was like, wow, this is so awesome. This is so beautiful because, the inverted matrix, the inverted mother matrix that we are, leaving that reality in the third dimension, was very much about keeping us very limited in our abilities to create. And we were looping, a lot of our energies were just looping and looping in these old patterns, of the third dimension. And in that third dimensional experience, we were pretty much the feminine flow that comes down from the cosmic womb of our universal mother, our organic mother, um, was pretty much shut down, closed off. And so, most of us were not able to even live, from the aspect of the heart or into that connection of flow, and just trying to live from the lower three chakras. So, the dissolving of, what we're seeing now in the third dimensional, we're seeing the dissolving of systems, right? We're seeing the dissolving of healthcare systems, education systems, political systems, financial systems. It's all, dissolving um, and dismantling, because it was all built on a foundation of scarcity, a foundation of fear, a foundation of imbalance, really, because that imbalance only included the triangle. And if you look at the triangle, this is kind of what we've been living, right? There's a few people at the top dictating, to the masses, on the bottom. And this is the masculine symbol, whereas we know this is the feminine symbol. But the feminine symbol, in the feminine way, in the feminine energy, was pretty much not only distorted, as the masculine energy, but was really pretty much totally almost suppressed within us, repressed within us, literally within our wombs. So that's why we kept creating over and over and over again. And what I call it the inverted, that's why I call it the inverted matrix, because it was like everything that was coming in, all the energy that was flowing in from the mother, from her cosmic womb, was being totally inverted, inside out. All the codes, all the symbols, um, uh, because it was really keeping the energy of the feminine out of the picture, trying to just regulate, our reality just from this very masculine way of being, which is not in balance, because we're meant to be creators in balance with the feminine and the masculine equally serving each other. So, really, it's quite exciting, because with the death of Queen Elizabeth, that was really the ending of that old, inverted matrix, because she represented basically the inverted matrix. She inverted the dark mother, if you want to call it that, energies, um, that creations were not being created, through the portal of our Sacred Heart. We're not being created, and that love was all but cut off and not flowing into our womb. Because each and every one of us, as women and as men, we all have this inner, because we know everything comes from the inner. And so we all have this inner connection within our womb space, which is our creative portal, which means that all the ideas, the intentions, the words, the actions, everything is seated inside of our womb chakra and then birthed into this physical reality. So, but everything that was being created in the third dimensional was just looping around these old patterns, because we were cut off, and they were being created out of fear. They were being created out of a loss of power, of our true power and authentic divine, even authority and power, because we were locked into this system of where we gave our power away. We gave it away. We were duped out of it. We shrank, if you will, down from 12 strands of DNA to 2 strands of DNA. Um, and so all of that is now about, when Yeshua came to teach us, right? He was the master teacher that came 2,000 years ago to really model the way, the truth, and the light. Because he said, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the light. And so now I have this sort of whole new reflection and understanding about what that means through the creation process. And it means that he was the model for rebirthing of our inner feminine powers again. He came to model and show us, and actually lived the energies of the feminine that were totally suppressed almost at that time. And what are those energies? Those energies are the energies of love, of divine love, the energies of compassion, of grace, of beauty, of creation itself.
Hmm.
So, and then the truth is your truth, your wisdom and your truth, and standing in your truth is vital to your creation process, and standing in your own divine authority. And that is what he modeled to us. And then the light is the diamond light of your soul, the light of your ability to innately create as a conscious creator with light. And so it's really fascinating to me where this sort of new evolving of this message of this greater expansion of the Christ consciousness, because we know that we're part of the Christ family. We know we the seeds of light that were seeded at the time between Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, and then that went into the bloodlines, right?
Hmm.
To give us enough light. It was like that seeding of light in the bloodline that was is carried through all of us is like the seed spark of sparking our remembrance and our inner awakening that we are doing now, and exponential numbers,
Hmm.
of awakening to the fact that yes, that we are truly master creators of our own life, and that once we begin to really realize that, we begin to step into that power, trusting ourselves to step into the power again, and beginning to respond in a whole new way through love, through loving ourselves first. Then we begin to really open up this inner heart womb consciousness again, where we begin to directly connect into that heart womb flow that's coming down from Mother Divine in a very conscious way. And then we can also connect into, and then we, connect it into the heart womb core of Mother Earth, because we're here to be, in the physical, right,
Hmm.
to fully descend, descend into the divine human. And so it's sort of the awakening and the remembering that we have this very powerful ability when we focus on it, and when we bring our intention to work with these energies, and we don't allow ourselves to get distracted anymore.
Yeah.
I'll just say it that way.
And it happens a lot, let's be honest. We all get caught up in the distractions from time to time,
Mhm.
fears, old wounds, old stories, and then whatever's happening in the collective as well, right?
Yes. Yep, we
I've
do.
noticed, like when I'm in Austria, I don't listen to news, or, I don't know, do any of that kind of stuff. So I sometimes feel like I'm totally out of touch, but then it's like, you know what? It's fine. It's good. I'm getting enough information from other sources, so it's good. So I want to talk a little bit about self-love. Like everybody talks about self-love all the
Mhm.
time.
Yep.
I was just on a call before this show, and it was uh, part of it had to do with self-love and so on. And you mentioned how, self-love sets you free, right? So opening the stargate of your womb and gateway to activating your infinite wellspring of love and becoming your own source of self-love, right? No more looking for it outside of yourself. So that just the concept, it's a concept. The concept of self-love, I think people um still may not truly understand what self-love really means, right? And how to embody it, and how to activate it within ourselves, and how to embody it. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, that's a great question. It's just something that's an ongoing learning in my own journey about learning truly what self love really is, and attaining a deeper understanding, but an embodiment of the concept is the
Hmm.
challenging piece, right?
Yeah, 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 for sure.
So I'll just share through my own experience that what I learned is that about self love, that Mary Magdalene taught me a lot about this, as well as Mother Mary, that it really means that you have to claim your energy back to yourself. What do I mean when I say that? You have to claim your energy back to yourself into this physical vessel, because when we gave our power away, we gave our energy and our light, our resources away. We drained ourselves of our own self-love. We all have an infinite flow of self-love that we can tap into and constantly source ourselves with self-love. And this is one of the most important concepts I teach in the womb practices, because most of my life I was ungrounded. When you're ungrounded, it means that you're not grounded enough in your physical body to have boundaries, first of all. Okay. You're usually full of other people's energy, especially if you're very empathic of other people's pain, their emotions, their ideas about who you are, the beliefs, all the things we talk about. And you can be so filled with other people's energies that you can't even navigate this physical plane, right? You may be walking around feeling very scattered, very powerlessness, and so it all begins with you beginning to say and really kind of drawing a line in the sand that you come to this point, or at least I did. I don't want to live that way anymore. I'm done, with giving away my power, and I'm ready to take my power back, which means that I had to take a risk, Alara. I had to take a risk with basically dropping any delusions or illusions about my life that were not true, that were not serving me or anyone else. I had to get really raw and honest. It wasn't pretty. And so but this is the journey of true self-love that the Marys have showed me. And it means that we have to stop pushing away, we have to stop repressing the feminine, we have to stop pushing away love, because a lot of us have been so conditioned in certain programming and conditioning of society to be constantly in this whirlwind, right? Of being in our head, right? And doing and doing and doing, producing, producing, producing. These are all very masculine ways of being. But it can lead us to this very imbalanced state of over giving away our energy, right? Giving away energy. Oh, I'll transmute that energy for so and so. I'll take on their pain and suffering, all the things, right? And what I learned very painfully that I will never forget is that that is not self love. That is not self love. True self love is you standing in your light, standing in your divine authority. What do I mean by divine authority? It means you're standing in your truth of what is true for me. This is what's true for me. Those beliefs I grew up with my parents or religion, if those aren't true for me, throw them out. Get rid of them. They're not serving you. That was one of the first things I did. Negative thought patterns. Nope, those are not yours either. When you were born into this planet, you were born into a soup of a negative collective consciousness of third dimension. Those negative thoughts, and most of those thoughts are not even you at all. So it begins with really setting a very powerful intention that you want to be open to change, and you want to take the risk to begin to face reality, without all these illusions and delusions and ways of being that are really usurping your power and are keeping you from really being fully embraced in your own connection of self-love. And so you can be, we talk about opening the chakras and opening the heart. And yes, opening the heart, we begin to connect back to the heart of Divine Mother, and we begin to, flow in that love from Divine Mother. Absolutely. And then we can bring this consciously to our womb chakra, because the womb chakra represents the chalice, the holder of feminine energy. And it's the holder of not just feminine energy, but what is feminine energy? Feminine energy is divine love. It is unconditional love. It's pure. And so to return to true self-love is not just some mental concept here. It is a real physical, energetic, spiritual, emotional energy of you. Your body is the chalice. Your womb is the holy grail, the holy of holies where you can birth life. There's nothing more sacred than that. And so as you begin to clear your womb and activate your womb, because we all carry these feminine woundings. We carry these distorted feminine imprints. We carry all these distorted masculine ideas and things, right? Why are we carrying them in our womb? Well, because our womb is like an Akashic record. It is like the physical Akashic record, is what I discovered. And I'll give you an example. So we talk a lot about the understanding of this. We talk a lot about the heart, I mean the brain and heart coherence field, which is very powerful and very important. We hear a lot about the synapses in the brain that are the thoughts and the beliefs, right, that are running in the synapses of the brain. Well, guess what? Guess what else? You have a second brain. We hear about the second brain in the gut, right? Well, I propose it's not just the gut, it is your womb chakra. It's your womb chakra that is carrying these distorted imprints and these patterns. They were imprinted on her like an Akashic record that have been with you not only in every lifetime in this earth plane, but every cosmic incarnation you've had, even from other planets. And what I saw that was fascinating to me is when I really began to understand this, the phenomena, is that I began to see that my mother, who was a classic narcissist, bless her, narcissistic personality disorder, highly empathic, but very ungrounded, very delusional. I began to see that the patterns in her, the unhealed patterns and conditioning and imprints that she had, and the trauma of her own feminine wounding, were what were creating and recreating her life over and over again. And it kept, and all of these patterns were in her womb chakra unhealed. And so the life force that was coming through her, that's why it kept recreating over and over again these delusions, these illusions, these, behaviors. They weren't just coming from the mental, they were coming from the womb. And so your womb is actually rebirthing your life in every moment. Now, just think about that for a minute and really take that in. That's a huge gift of love for yourself, because we're being called by Divine Mother to self-love. Because guess what's going to heal this planet? When you begin to love yourself and every inch of yourself, and you begin to love every shadow within yourself. And this is why the womb work, it can be challenging, because the womb has been the source of so much pain and suffering. Why is that? Because there were certain, we're all spiritual beings here. We all understand certain metaphysical principles and laws, right? There really is no right or wrong. That doesn't really exist in the universe. What exists in the universe is balance or imbalance. So when you begin to understand that, well, how come these beings over here, this 1% people, how come they have so much money and there's so many people that don't, right? That would be a concept to look at and understand that, right? Well, they know how to work with those metaphysical principles and laws, and they're not looking at it through the lens of this is right and this is wrong. They're looking at it through the lens of balance and not balance. Okay? And they've been manipulating humanity for a long, long time, in a sense, if you allow yourself to be manipulated. So, getting back to your question of self love, it's about releasing, first of all, saying, I am worthy. I am worthy to be healed, to be whole. I am worthy to be abundant. And I'm going to take a risk of beginning to see reality. And what is the true reality based on? The true reality is based on love, on real love, on divine love, not these distortions out here going on that we see every day. And so you begin to set that intention that you have to make a commitment to put yourself first. It won't work any other way. And that is the powerful thing that will set your life in motion into a new
Absolutely.
trajectory of
Yeah.
healing, right?
Hmm. For sure.
And you have to be willing to take a risk. When I say that, is you have to take a risk of stepping into the unknown, not always knowing, you know, where you're going to live or how you're going to feed yourself or even those things. I didn't know any of those things when I left my marriage. I had my car full of stuff and I left that day and I didn't even have a job, Laura. I didn't know.
Hmm.
I just knew I was going to a friend to take care of her puppy for a couple months while she was out of the country. But within 3 weeks, the divine had already, arranged for me to have a job. So people who didn't even know my journey were still supporting the journey,
Nice.
right?
Yeah.
So to me, this is the real definition of self love because if you can't put yourself first and you can't create healthy boundaries for yourself, and boundaries are inner and outer,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And beginning to say, my life isn't working for me anymore. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm tired of taking care of so many people or doing this or doing that. I'm not honoring myself. And when you're not honoring yourself, you're not honoring the sacred divinity within you.
That
And
is so
so
true. That's so powerful.
it is. And
Yeah.
so I had to learn that I wasn't respecting, my life. I wasn't truly in respect is love.
Yeah.
And so
Honoring and respecting. Yeah.
absolutely. So, it hasn't been an easy journey, of course. It's challenging. Have I been held in divine grace and compassion the entire way? Absolutely, 100%. Still not easy. I'm still waking up like everyone else,
Hmm.
to the depths of shadows that, you know, we're called to not suppress anymore. You know, the feminine the calling of divine mother is for us to dive deeply into our wombs and not just ignore our wombs anymore and to recognize that our womb is the holder of these beautiful frequency codes of light. Your womb is the holder of your new divine blueprint that's ready to be sparked and awakened to step into your fifth dimensional experience. And I'm not kidding when I say it. I just did a meditation with the class yesterday.
Hmm.
We walked into the new earth. We birthed ourselves into the new earth through this portal. But the portal that you've got to walk through is the portal of love. You can't go to that quantum space with fear. You can't
Yeah.
carry any baggage or luggage with you. And this is another level of commitment that we're all being called into the unknown of, okay, what relationship do I need to work on with myself or others? I need to get really raw and honest here about it. Like,
Yeah.
in myself, am I taking care of my body? Am I feeding my body with good food? Am I exercising? Am I meditating? Am I taking care of my emotions? Um, am I still doing things I don't want to do or I don't like and I'm forcing myself to do it?
Hmm.
Those kind of conversations are really important to have. And right now, where we are, as I understand it, it started at the Lion's Gate, that right now we're being called on the universe as empaths, healers, starseeds to be still, to pause, and to really be still, to really allow whatever's on the inside that needs to be eclipsed from us, that needs to be completely from the third dimension, has got to go now. It's got to go.
Hmm.
And, allow ourselves to come back into the feminine balance in the feminine way, which means stop the overdoing, stop the massive to do lists, let yourself just take a break. I'm not saying you have to completely overhaul everything, but I'm saying one step at a time. Just look at your list today and go, do I really have the energy for this today? Do I really feel like this today? Because going into the new cycle of the new earth is not a 9 to 5 thing. It's not
Hmm.
linear. it's a quantum space of understanding, okay, when I wake up in the morning, I set my intention, what are maybe the top 3 things I need to do today or something. This is just an example, right?
Yeah.
And, I go, I get my water, drink my water, I meditate, I pray, whatever my spiritual practices, I take a walk with nature. This is why getting out in nature is so important right now. And
I agree.
sitting with nature, it's so important to get away from these black boxes,
Yes.
honestly, to get away from the black phones because they're set up to distract you.
They do a great job.
Yes,
Hmm. Yeah, they
absolutely.
are doing their job.
Yes, they are. They're trying to distract you. My team, told me the other day, my guides go, stay in your lane, stay focused in your lane. Like, even if you have to put these blinders on, stay in your lane, don't get distracted, dive in to just resting. Take a nap if you're tired. Go to bed early if you're tired. Do whatever your physical body needs.
Hmm.
And to me, these are all ways that we truly act from the portal of in the container of self-love. And then learning how to receive, Alara. This is one of the most difficult conditioning I think we as women have to overcome. And especially if we're empathic or we're healers, because we're so used to wanting to help others,
Hmm.
out of love, right?
Yeah.
However, we're being asked to reverse that conditioning. And so that means that coming to the feminine way means slowing down. Maybe instead of working 40 hours a week, we work 30 hours a week or whatever. We take time to just sit still and receive. We begin to open up this heart womb field. We begin because our wombs are meant to be the receiver for the Christ consciousness light, for the diamond light, the crystalline light. That's what they're meant for. But if they're filled up with, fear patterns and trauma and toxic energies, then we need to work on purifying them.
Hmm.
A- And so we can make space. It doesn't mean you have to be 100% pure, but it just means starting the journey of opening space in your womb so you can bring online this heart womb coherence field so it can come online to birth you into the new 5D reality and beginning to partner with your womb because she's your partner. She's like your wise grandmother or something, your wise woman, and to begin to partner with her because that is your most intuitive portal is your womb. Why? Because it connects directly into the cosmic womb of Mother Divine, which is the source of that infinite flow of self-love that you can begin to now tap into. And when you begin to tap into that, and then you begin to tap into the heart womb flow of Mother Earth, now you're just constantly sourcing yourself with self
Hmm.
love. And then eventually, everything that is not you goes out,
Right.
right? And you just become a chalice of your authentic I am presence. You are now self sourcing all that you need, everything that you need. You become a magnetic monopole. This is the heart womb is the magnetic monopole to magnetize what you're here to birth in the new earth because you're here to specifically birth something really important.
Mm, that's powerful. And part of that is the fully healing ourselves, which is a journey, which is a
Yes.
process, which is, we are a work in progress and we are going to continue to be healing ourselves, right? So it's not just, I'm fully healed in this moment. No.
Right. No, no. Yes, that is correct. And Mother Mary is a beautiful model and mentor because Mother Mary, 2,000 years ago, she birthed Yeshua through what they call light conception birth.
Mm.
Okay. And that was part of the lineage. Some of us come from that lineage of Mother Mary, and we were trained in as initiates, as virgins. They call them the vessel virgins for light conception. And and unfortunately that lineage was corrupted. But what we do want to focus on is not that, but we want to focus on the fact that Mother Mary is a wonderful mentor and guide, as well as Mary Magdalene. Both of them did these practices, these womb practices that they were aware of. Even Yeshua did them.
Mhm.
And they knew how to open up this heart womb coherence field. They knew how to open up the full channel of this flow of divine love. And they knew how to, that's how they were able to do the miracles. And Mother Mary had the purest womb on the planet, and that's how she was able to light conceive Yeshua, because he was like 98% feminine. He was in a masculine body. He had to come into a masculine body because of he needed the masculine form as the structure to hold the feminine flow, but he was
Mhm.
like 98% feminine. That's powerful. And and so Mother Mary did that, and she was able to do it in that incarnation because thousands of incarnations before that, she was doing all these chants that she knew how to do with the mala prayers. And she was purifying her womb, readying her womb so that her womb could hold this high frequency for Yeshua to come in. And and this is going to start happening again. This whole there are some women on the earth who have like conceived babies, not many. It's rare, but it is happening. And I think, I feel that it's going to come back. It's going to come back in its purest form, that we will soon see, these avatar master babies being born through women through this light conception process when their wombs are pure enough to do
Mhm.
so.
Wow. Wow.
And think about that for a minute. That bypasses all this, issue of fertility, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And it totally bypasses that. And but these were some of the secrets of the womb. These were some of the secrets that and the gifts that we can tap into. I like to think of as our womb as an inner treasure chest that we can, open, and we can also birth, our higher gifts from our womb that are being held there. And because you literally have this blueprint, not only in the eighth chakra, but you have this blueprint within your womb chakra that is ready to be birthed, to birth forward your heaven on earth light codes, your creations, the knowledge, the wisdom. It's like all the treasures that you're looking for
Mm.
are inside your womb. And once you activate this force, and as you said, it is a process. We're all continuing to, move along this journey.
Mhm.
Um, we are creating the new womb of the world. And what I mean is that that is why the Dalai Lama said that women will save the world, because we're recreating, or we're creating and together the birthing of the new earth. Well, where's that birthing into physical reality? It's birthing through our wombs.
Right.
So, literally. So, the greatest contribution that I feel, and I feel that we're called to now on our great healing journey and process through all time, is to begin to have the courage and to begin to say, yes, I'm ready to work with the powers of my womb. I surrender to the process. I surrender to love, to be my guide. Yes, to my soul, absolutely. And that I'm ready, willing, and able to step into these deeper womb waters of creation. I want to become a conscious creator to create only good,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. We can choose that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so the more that you say yes, and you have the courage to look at your pain and suffering that is in the womb and needs to be cleared, because the womb, this is why the feminine was repressed, because the feminine can create without the masculine. Think about that for a minute. And the masculine became jealous of the feminine, is one of the stories or one of the theories, but um it was the imbalance that led to our fall.
Mhm.
And, however you want to look at it, or whatever story, but the important thing is that now the feminine is being rebirthed, but she's rebirthed through us in the physical, because this is a physical planet.
Yeah.
So we have to be willing to to be willing to go into the cobwebs of our womb, to go into the deepest and darkest corners of our womb space, to look at these things that are ugly, horrible, trauma. But I will share with you, Lara, you can do it. I promise you, you can do it. Any woman here on this call can do it. I've done it to a
Hmm.
certain degree. I'm still doing it, of course. But the Marys and the goddesses, and two other goddesses have come in now. So I'll have to share this. I'm so excited. So two other goddesses have come in my classes recently to help with this, to give us this nut, sort of like the four corners, the four corners of the universe.
Hmm.
So in my recent classes, in addition to Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, now Kuan Yin and Green Tara have both joined, have come in and are working with them, and they've created this beautiful, beautiful just container and foundation of love. It's like, oh my God, thank you so much. And it's just so wow,
Mm.
that we have, you when you reach these moments and you have these heartfelt moments and experiences of this, it's like, wow. And you just, your heart opens, your womb opens, and you're just like, wow, I'm just in awe. Because the womb is the generator of your joy. You see, the womb is the generator of your life. The womb, when you turn on the flow of pure unconditional love, you can regenerate your life. You can regenerate your health. You can generate passion. See, it's passion is what
Hmm.
we're seeking, because we've been so shut down. We're walking around like, dead sleep, dead people, literally. We're
Yeah,
like, some people are like zombies. They're just in this mental mind thing, and they're like a shell. Bless their heart. That's horrible. We're meant to be alive. We're meant to be full of
absolutely.
passion.
Yeah,
We're meant to be
absolutely.
animated, and these impulses that are returning, and why right now is so important that you take time to rest and to surrender, because you're in a cocoon right now. You're like the caterpillar. We're all in it. We're all being remorphed inside with all these beautiful energies that are coming in, right? That are off the charts, Schumann field. Because in 2023, by the spring of 2023, we're birthing the new fifth dimensional timeline.
Mm.
And that's what I'm being told. For those of us who are ready and, are in service and we're ready, our bodies are ready, we've done enough of the inner process. We don't have to be 100%,
Hmm.
but we've done enough that we can graduate into the fifth dimensional space. Then your womb needs to be ready for that,
Right.
because you're going to have a tremendous power. And what are you going to do with that tremendous flow of that power, of those gates opening? Because the womb of the world is what we're creating through our wombs. We're creating the new heaven on earth. That's the new womb of the world. And it's a collective co-creation process. So we have our individual, but we also have our collective process
Hmm.
together, right?
Wow, powerful, powerful times coming.
Powerful times coming, and that's, the gentle nudgings of the mother, for those of us who feel called and who feel ready, and, you know, to love our bodies more than anything, to release all the conditioning that are still projected on women today. Like,
Hmm.
we can see it dissolving, right? We can see in was it Iran or Iraq, where the lady was
Iran,
killed.
Iran.
Yeah, with the thing, right? And I'm like, oh my, bless their hearts. Let's send them our love and our light and our prayers. Those women are so courageous, I feel.
Hmm. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
what they're doing, they're breaking that conditioning. They're breaking it, they're dissolving it, so that the frequency and the vibration can come in to those people, into their culture, right?
Yeah, it's a
Tremendously
powerful
brave.
time. It's a powerful time right now,
Absolutely.
to be
So does
sure.
that kind of give you some more understanding of self-love and what that looks like?
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. And just about our journey, right? Our journey here and our journey through self-love and healing to really start to birth, more of who we are and start to create, at that higher level, higher frequency, higher vibration.
Mhm.
which, that is what we are here to do. We are here to create heaven on earth, you've said before, right?
Mhm.
And also it's about releasing those wounds without judgment, without anything, just with love and compassion, releasing those wounds, healing those wounds, because we have had so many, right? We've all experienced so much. So it's time to now let go and release and heal through those old patterns, those old wounds, and reclaim, our power, our birthright, our uh, authority, right?
Mhm.
And embodying our authority at the same time.
Yes. And if I could, I wanted to just share one more thing about the heart womb coherence field of
Hmm.
power, that a new understanding or reflection that came in out was shared with me is that through the union of your high heart and womb portal, working together in balance and flow and harmony, which requires us to trust ourselves and surrender into the moment of the sacred creation flow. That means we have to be very present in the present moment to be in full balance. We can't be in the
Hmm.
future or the past. But actually, what this is when Yeshua said the two become one. This is what he was talking about. The two become one. I was like, wow, it blew me away because I had a totally different understanding of the two become one. And it is the rejoining of the heart and the womb. The masculine and the feminine are the rejoining of the two in the one, the
Right.
masculine and the feminine.
Hmm.
The marriage of your heart and womb chalice birth your highest potential as a creator, conscious creator, aligning to your ability to birth new creations from heaven.
And just as you were reading that and as you take that in, breathe that in, really feel what that feels like. Feel the truth of that in your being. And how does that resonate with you, right?
Mhm.
So I want you to hold that for a moment. We are going to be experiencing a powerful heart womb healing meditation with Mother Mary to align with our infinite wellspring of divine love and powers of creation shortly. But before that, Laura, do you want to talk a
Mhm.
little bit about the packages and what
Yeah.
you have in store for the retreats and the with the retreat and the personal session? But before that, let me just type the link in the chat for everyone as well.
Okay.
So, oops. The packages are available at alara.at/show/Laura10. Gosh, I'm slow today. All right, that should be fine. I'm going to share my screen, Laura, so you can talk about it as we,
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
yeah, makes it a little bit easier. All right, so there are three packages that Laura is offering. Package A, which is a personal session, package B, which is a retreat, and package C, which includes the personal session and the retreat, right? So let's talk a little bit
Mhm.
first about the Divine Feminine Womb Activation Blessing Session, what that looks like, what people can expect, etc.
Yeah, so this is a divine feminine womb frequency activation transmission. And in this session, we'll look at any particular concerns that you have around your womb, your feminine creative systems, your body. It can be any and all of that. Always make time to answer all your questions and look at any of your concerns that you have about your health, your womb, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of it. And then we'll do a transmission with Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and now Kuan Yin and Green Tower are working with me to, just support for your highest good, what that looks like. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't come in with any predetermined thing. I mean, these are some of the results you can get, but it is very highly individual, Alara.
Mm-hmm.
I do always work with prayer. I always open your Akashic records. I work with your higher self and teams of light as a channel. We connect with the highest frequencies for you. And then, sometimes it can be a womb healing, meditation, a clearing. We answer your question. Sometimes I've even had ceremonies, honestly.
Right.
I've had a particular goddess come in and want to connect with someone, that the person wasn't aware that that goddess was trying to get their attention. And, so we'll do that, all of that and more.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So
in
the
the
personal
session.
session with Laura is amazing. I've had personal session with Laura in the past. Absolutely amazing. I had no expectations to begin with, but whatever expectations I might have had in the back of my mind, they were, she went beyond. It was just absolutely wonderful. I highly suggest you getting a session with Laura if you can. And there's some bonuses that are available as well for each of the packages.
Yes.
There's go ahead. There's like four. There's an extra bonus gift as well. So let's just briefly go over these bonuses.
Okay, sure. Thank you. And also, I record all my sessions, so you'll have an audio and a video of your session as well.
Hmm.
So I have included a shamanic journey meditation into the galactic black light with Mary Magdalene, similar to what we're going to do today, that you can use over and over. I also have a pre-recorded live group healing audio call for releasing and transforming your anger that was done on 11/11 of last year. It was a very powerful group call. Had a lot of good feedback on that. And then also another pre-recorded live group healing call for opening the 2222022 Goddess Portal Liberation and Activation Ceremony. That was another powerful call earlier this year of opening the gates to the feminine. And I've added an extra bonus gift, Alara, for any of all the packages, to do a live womb healing retreat with me on Zoom.
Hmm.
And we're going to look specifically at healing your feminine ancestral lineage and activating your cosmic womb stargate portal of love and creation light codes. As I said, with the Marys, Kuan Yin, and Green Terra. And you can ask your questions. I'll give you personal feedback. And if you miss it, it will be recorded. So I've
Hmm.
added that additional bonus.
Beautiful. Thank you. And so, package A is available in 2 and 3 part payment plans, and also please do use the 24-hour special gift code TACS10. And then package B is the retreat, the group womb healing empowerment retreat. It's a recorded, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a recorded retreat that I did in the fall of last year, and it's sort of a beginner's place that you can begin to start to understand some of the womb practices. So I give you some of the womb practices to begin your womb journey with, including just working with the 3 portals I talked about, the pineal, the heart, and the womb that we talked about. Um, we also go into understanding. We do some healing. We start the process of healing your feminine wounds in that class. That's another class to begin to uncover the distorted beliefs and energies and trauma blocks, all of that. And then I also take you into understanding about the black light, working with your womb as a pendulum, just sort of helping you to understand some of these creation concepts we talked about today.
Hmm.
And then the next class is like really connecting with your inner wise woman, your inner creatrix. And I actually give you the steps on manifestation in this class. So I give you kind of the basic steps of how to bring in a seed idea, a divinely inspired idea, and how to bring that down through your heart and your womb and begin to plant that seed and begin to work with those energies to begin to birth your heaven on earth. So
Nice.
it's, a powerful class. These classes go about 2 hours or a little bit longer. And there's always a healing meditation. Usually I do a couple of different ones in there, activation. You get in the class, I always use a PDF. So it's quite a bit of value, I think, high value for what you're getting. I'll give you a good sort of basic foundation on how to get started with your womb and restoring your partnership with her.
Awesome. And of course, all those bonuses are again available in this package as well.
Mhm.
And there are 2 and 3 part payment plans available for this package. And of course, the 24-hour special gift code TACS10. And then package C is both. You get the personal session plus the retreat. And again, 2 and 3 part payment plans are available as well as the gift code TACS10. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
So packages A, B, and C are here for you. Tune in, tap into what's calling you. But I definitely highly recommend if you can get package C, that way you get both the retreat and the personal session. But they're all valuable. They're all valuable, but so I can't recommend one or the other. But I always recommend the personal session because I love the one-on-one engagement. So again, these packages are available at alara.at/show/Laura10. So please do take advantage of these wonderful offers from Laura. Good. Awesome. All right, so Laura, we're going to now do, we're going to experience a powerful heart womb healing meditation with Mother Mary, right?
Yes.
Unless something's changed, because sometimes, we go with the flow and it's like, oh, this is happening instead, right?
Yeah, yeah. We'll go with that, and I'll bring in our intention. We are going to go into the galactic black light. We're going to go
Mhm.
on a journey into the black light. So I'll invite you to just get relaxed and as comfortable as you can. You can either be laying down if you want, or if you're sitting in a chair, just make sure you have your feet kind of flat. You might want to take off your shoes because rubber shoes keep us from grounding.
Awesome.
Just have your socks or whatever is fine, and just get relaxed. And yeah, I'll just lead us into this. So if we're ready, we'll go ahead then. So we'll begin by just bringing one hand to your heart and one hand to your womb. And just first by closing your eyes, opening your crown chakra, and just beginning to connect with your own beautiful I am that I am presence. Just inviting that presence, that river of light, sound, and vibration that is unique for you. Opening the crown where you feel comfortable, allowing that beautiful ray of light, that beautiful vertical pillar to move down through the pineal, activating your pineal, opening the third eye, moving down through your throat, opening the throat, aligning you to divine will, opening you into your truth, coming down into the heart, now opening and expanding the heart, coming down to the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, all the way down to your womb. So I want you to bring that beautiful, beautiful beam of light all the way down into your yoni, bringing your focus to your yoni, your first chakra, your root chakra, relaxing your body to allow that to flow. This is very natural. It's safe for you to do that. Opening your hips. You can even move your body if you need to. And sending that flow of light down through the root, down to the earth star, all the way down into the heart womb core of Mother Earth. And begin to receive her love back up through your feet, up your legs, back up, coming up now into your womb chakra, bringing both hands to your womb chakra for a moment, just feeling the warmth of your hands. Taking a few deep breaths, and now just joining me in an intention here. An intention, our sacred intention, is that we are going to now connect with our heart womb core. We're going to enter into the black light together, which is the connection to the cosmic womb of love, out of which all of life is birthed, including you, to activate our heart womb twin chakra system to become one beautiful, coherent field. So just breathing, filling up your lungs now, taking in light and love through the breath, your connection to the Holy Spirit of the Mother. breathing out a cascade of pure love light, breathing that out down through the heart into the womb. Just begin to fill your womb with this beautiful frequency of love light flowing through you and through your heart. Noticing the color or the quality, and just keep breathing in, filling your lungs with love light, the pure frequency of your diamond light, your true essence, and then exhaling it out through the mouth, visualizing or imagining this beautiful cascade of light down into your womb chakra, illuminating your womb chakra now. Allow your womb to fill with this light, illuminating your womb, and begin to see your womb shining light 360 degrees around you. Just allow your light, allow it to unfurl, allow it to shine out as brightly, as boldly, as far as it wants to go, filling your womb, feeling the warmth of your hands supporting your womb. Beautiful. And now we're going to enter into the black light. So now just become aware of your womb, just sort of bringing your focused intention deep into the center of your womb, just drawing all of your attention into the center of your womb, into a beautiful inner galaxy and moving through an inner stargate. Your womb is a stargate, a portal. And just setting an intention to begin to move into this stargate, allowing yourself to be magnetized, to be pulled in to galactic space, moving through the portal of time and space out into the galaxy. You might see stars around you, you might see black space, you might see even other beautiful colors of green or purple. Just whatever's happening for you, just go with the flow and trusting the process. And allow yourself to be magnetized and be drawn into the center of the galactic space of your womb, into the black light itself. And you'll keep traveling until you come to a stop, and then you'll be in the center. As you come into the center now, see a beautiful rainbow fountain appear before you. As you see this beautiful rainbow fountain, you begin to dip your hands into the beautiful frequencies of this fountain of pure love. Just begin to dip your hands into this rainbow fountain of love, pulling forth the specific frequencies of love that you need right now, today. Bring handfuls of that beautiful frequency of love into your womb. And see these frequencies, these very specific frequencies that you need to clear and to cleanse your womb, begin to come and enter into your womb, spiraling deep within your womb center, deep into clearing and cleansing the waters of your womb, the fluids of your womb, healing your emotional field. And just keep inviting in these energies that are very specific for you. Whatever color you're drawn to, just go with that, with your intuition. Seeing that color and those energies, it could be multiple colors, spiraling now, inviting them to go deeper and deeper into your womb space, clearing and cleansing out any old energetic energies of distorted feminine or distorted masculine energies, any old ancestral imprints, any limiting beliefs, blocks, even trauma energy or addictions. even a way of being, and just feel these energies and keep inviting these energies into your womb, moving down into all the particles and waves and the subparticles of your womb, washing through the waters and the fluids. And begin to invite these rainbow, beautiful frequencies of healing now to move into your female reproductive system, moving into the fallopian tubes and the ovaries. Just again, clearing and cleansing out any old trauma that's still there on the mental, the emotional, the physical, or spiritual. Just allowing it to be dissolved and purified. You no longer need to carry it. Opening space for you to be filled with love and sending out that perfect frequency of light down into your yoni, to every part, into all 7 gates of your womb in your yoni, your entire female reproductive system being cleansed and cleared of all dense energies, of all distorted energies, of energies that are not yours, energies of pain or suffering that you keep looping and re-looping in. And just setting a powerful intention that you are the divine creator of your reality. You are the creator. You are conscious here. By your own divine authority, reclaim your womb. Purify your womb to only hold the energy of you, of pure love light that is you. And now release any and all other energies that are not you, that are not of your authentic blueprint, dissolving and purifying them, seeing them leave your womb, seeing them pour out down through the root chakra, and sending those energies into the core of Mother Earth to be recycled. Just washing away, dipping into this endless fountain. This fountain is infinite, an infinite stream of love for you. Washing, clearing, cleansing, dissolving away any old cords, agreements, contracts that you made consciously or unconsciously that are keeping you looping in an old reality that no longer serves you. Beautiful. And now just drinking in these energies, drinking them in, pouring them over your body, inviting these energies to clear and cleanse your body. So, anywhere in your body that you need a clearing and cleansing and a purification, invite these energies into the shadows, clearing out the cobwebs, anywhere in your body field, clearing and cleansing the past, clearing away the previous ways of being, the limiting habits and patterns. It all is dissolving now. It all is clearing. Beautiful. And now taking a deep breath in, just taking a breath for a moment. Begin to see yourself moving now and moving on to a beautiful altar inside of a beautiful temple of love. And see yourself now approaching this altar inside this beautiful golden temple of love where everything is white and gold. As you do, you take your seat in front of this beautiful altar of candles, this temple of purity. And as you do, you begin to see Mother Mary approaching you. As she approaches you, she gives you a beautiful blue rose. This blue rose automatically enters into the Sacred Heart within your beautiful Sacred Heart space. This beautiful blue rose now begins to move down from your heart into the heart of your womb, now activating a beautiful new coherence field of self-love between your heart and your womb, now activating the perfect spin and balance, harmony and flow, the perfect connection of your masculine and your feminine working in perfect harmony now. The two twin spirals of your heart and your womb now come together, locking into place. In a perfect divine sequence, they lock together. Feel this activation, just relaxing and breathing and accepting it. Mother Mary then steps back and she says, "You are blessed, dear one. You are the holy child. You are the cosmic child of Divine Mother and Divine Father. You are here to be a beautiful, conscious creator of love. You are here to create the new earth. And you are here given that divine authority by Divine Mother and Divine Father in heaven. You have been appointed to be here. This is by divine appointment that you are here today, beloved child. Do not mistake this. It is your time, and you are ready to begin to birth the new earth creations. And know that we are with you, we stand by you, we love you, and we hold you in our heart of hearts at all times, all places, in all spaces. Receive this beautiful activation and initiation today of your heart womb. This beautiful portal now, as you walk in the days to come, will begin to pull you forward and will begin to magnify you into the new quantum consciousness of the new earth. This new beautiful portal of light will open you into your new birthing of your new fifth dimensional Garden of Eden that you hold deep within. So, beloved daughter of the universe, walk forward. Walk forward with pride. Be proud of yourself, of your courage, of your love, of your light. Allow yourself to shine out your heart womb light into the world. And it is through the shining of your heart womb light, through this beautiful gateway and portal, that you birth for all of humanity the new earth. And this is the greatest gift that you can give at this time. And so go and be in peace. Go with my love. I am here for you. I love you always. You are the way, you are the truth, and you are the light. Blessed be. So just taking a moment to pause, reflect, receive, feeling this beautiful activation moving out through all the inner dimensions of you, anchoring in the heart womb. And now beginning now to feel your womb, the hands on your womb. Begin to make your way back out of the portal, coming back out of the galactic portal of your womb, beginning to spin out, beginning to come back into breathing that beautiful cascade of love light into the lungs, down through the heart, into your womb center. feeling yourself grounded, feeling yourself at peace and harmony, feeling yourself held in the grace of the Mother at all times. No matter what is going on, you are loved, you are protected, you are divine. And just begin to feel your feet flat on the floor, beginning to come back into our beautiful circle here with Alara. Taking a few deep breaths, taking your time. Whew.
That was quite powerful.
It was.
Oh my God, how was it for all of you? Please let us know in the chat how that was for you. I know for myself, Laura, I was like yawning like crazy and I was sweating at one point. Um, it's like, oh my goodness, and just that fountain, the rainbow fountain of light and healing. It's like uh, that was really sweet. And then of course, having the presence of Mother Mary in the temple. I saw the temple as white and gold before you said it. It's like,
You did.
yes.
Yay. Love it,
Yeah.
love it. Yep.
Yeah, it was that was sweet. Destiny says, I love when Mother Mary repeats something I recently said. You are the truth, you are the light and the way. It tells me she heard me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was,
she.
go ahead. That was powerful, for sure. Uh-oh, did we lose Laura? She did really well during the whole call. She did great. She was here the whole time. Anybody else have any feedback on your what you experienced during the process, during that meditation? Because it was quite a powerful process. The activation, especially, right? I'm still feeling. As soon as I said the activation, I felt it again, in my heart. Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah, that was nice. Oh, Sherry says, "Wow, heated up, almost fell asleep. Powerful." Yes, I wanted to like, oh, if I could lie down, that would be great. That would have been better for me too. If I could have lain down, I definitely would have fallen asleep as well. But I know when I was sitting here in the chair and I was like trying to get a little bit more comfortable, I
Hmm.
felt the dimensions, the shift in dimensions, you know. So
Yeah,
so it was quite deep. Yes, thank you, Sherry. It was very deep. Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was great. You definitely want to do it again. Linda says so moving and powerful. Thank you so much.
I'm going to
Yeah.
make a note to record this one or,
Yeah.
yeah, do
Or
something.
just, I can send you the audio and you can try and take it out of that.
That would be great. If you could do that, that would be wonderful. I'd love to take the audio and carve it out and then create a
Yeah.
meditation, and then I can even share it back with you for your community.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah,
Okay.
they used to I used to use Audacity for something like that, but that doesn't work anymore, so it's like, oh, I guess
Oh, okay.
GarageBand could do it, but
Yeah, GarageBand. I'll find something.
yeah, so I'll
Great.
I'll send you the audio and you can clip it out, cut it out.
Okay. Thank you.
Sherry says yes, please. Yeah, she wants the meditation clip. Yeah,
Okay.
awesome. Good. And of course, so that gave you a taste of how Laura works with the Marys, as well as Green Tara and Kuan Yin. And so it gives you a taste of the work in the personal session as well as the work in the retreat, right? So
Hmm.
again, please do if you like that and if you want more of that, please do take a look at the packages that are available at alara.at/show/Laura10 and work with Laura one-on-one in package A for the session, or do the retreat in package B, or do both in package C. Right?
Lots of options there.
Lots of options, and 2 and 3 part payment plans are available as well. And of course, the 10% gift code from me, TACS10. Please do use that. Ragini says, thank you, that was amazing. Linda says, would love that. Awesome. Um, good. Anything else, Laura, before we go?
Yeah, I was just scrolling through all the thank you all who all of your beautiful community, and thank you, Lara, for allowing me to be here. I did want to just send a brief. I see Diana Carinkles on the call. I want to just shout out to her, sending her some love and light today. She had a emergency, so I just she had sent me a text this morning, so I just wanted to send you some love and light, Diana. That you're feeling better now. And yeah, and
Awesome.
I see Suzanne's here. She's one of my students as
Mm-hmm.
well, and so is Destiny. So thank you
Mm-hmm.
also, and as well as everyone for being here live. And I had so much fun today. It was so powerful to be with you all. And yeah, just have a beautiful, joyful day. I just feel so much joy coming in and so
I
much
know,
love
right?
coming in, and
Yeah.
just take this energy and enjoy it the rest of the day, and
And keep
rest
enjoying it for days to come.
and days to come. That's right. We want to keep this going.
Yes,
So, but
exactly.
thank you all so much. Everyone's doing such a phenomenal job. So much love, so much courage. Thank you all so much for all of your gifts and sharing those back with me as well. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And
Love you
thank you.
too, Destiny.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you everybody for all your comments and for your feedback and your questions. Thank you for being here with us as well, co-creating this beautiful space with Laura during this whole process and during the meditation. So thank you.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings always.
Mhm.
Bye for now.